Good morning. How do I share it? Share. Copy link. Awesome. Awesome. Good morning, good morning. Good morning, Daisy. I see you. I see you. Is this where you're gonna hang out? Awesome. Oh, I need to turn that down. Good morning, Sin. Multi-stream. Where's the chats? Where are they at? Come on. Alright, gonna miss the dingathon? Yeah. Yeah. Okay, cool. Now both the chats are working. But hey, you can always squirtle. You can always squirtle. You can always squirtle. Happy hump day. It's hardcore hump day, even. It's just one dude. Let me do something here real quick. Hold on. It doesn't give me any visual indication like it does on the other apps, Lost Souls, but you should be a moderator now over there on the tubes of you. Ooh, this is jazzy. This might be too chill of chill hop for us. The first few songs that have been playing while I've been setting up have been pretty good. This one's a bit too oomph, huh? God, that path has got some great shape to it, y'all. I really like that one. I like how this comes down the mountain. We gotta get this grass to grow, though. We gotta kind of like hang out around here in these spots for a little bit. You got it? Okay, okay, now I see it now. I see the gear wrench. I see the little wrench now, the little crescent wrench next to your name. Yep, I see it now. I see it now. Excellent. Well, good morning, everyone. Did you sleep well? I get this grass has to grow, y'all. I can't, the dude cannot abide. I've got to hang out here and just wait. Look, see, look, one of them just grew. We just got to be patient. We gotta say hello to the cow. Hi, cow. Bye, cow. You going for a swim? Here, you wanna go for a dip? Here. There you go. Oh god, I hope it can get out. I might have to... It might not be able to get out. Oops. My oopsie video. Which oopsie video? The big boom? So, maybe if that's what it's posting the name of the song and whatnot. Lost Souls, how do you, like, I think that might be okay. What the heck was that? What the heck was that? The boom. Oh my gosh. Lost Souls, for what it's worth, I suspect that it's going to be very quiet on the tubes of you. I suspect that... Yo, Gavatron. Oh my god. Gavatron Gaming, thanks for the follow. Oh my goodness, was the air... Was that Sin? Was that Sin with that air horn? I think I'm hearing her voice right now. No. You know what cracks me up every time, Lost Souls, that I watch that video? What do you think cracks me up about that video? You think it was pink? Yeah. What? Since you've watched it fresh, what about that video do you think is what makes me burst out? Like the thing that makes me lose sleep at night about that video? We gotta grow grass, y'all. Good morning, Stegster. Log off now? No, that was good though. That was good. That was good. But that's not it either. Yo, anonymous gift of a tier 1 sub going to the purple blur. Thank you, whoever you are anonymously out there gifting those tier 1 subs. Legends. Absolute legends. Hype. It's the fact that I didn't die. I didn't die. How? That was so much TNT. Teach, did you see the actual hole that it left where you had... Is that the bird?
Rocky says good morning and welcome to the stream.
Good morning, Rocky. That bird scared me. I thought something was coming up on me. Teach, did you see the actual hole from that blast at World Spawn 000 in Season 2? Oh my god. How did I not die? How did that not kill me? Like, legitimately, I should have... Like, it was a lot. It was like 17 stacks of TNT. It was rebuilt before you woke up, dude. We went to freaking work on that. We went to freaking work. The entire admin team, all in creative. I'll say it. We did. That is one of the only, I think probably the only time that creative has ever been used in Rocketcraft. was because of my unfortunate miscalculations. That's what we'll call it. Unfortunate miscalculations. Yo, Roof with the biddies. Thank you for the bits. The stress in your voice gets me every time. Yeah, that's a big room, and it was all gone. It was all gone. Floor to ceiling, gone. Gone. All the planets, and we rebuilt it from screenshots. The squirtle gone, oh my goodness. So I dug around under there pretty meticulously, actually, Teach, and that's what I was telling when I was talking to everybody and telling everybody what had happened. I went through there and cleared out all of it. There was a hidden redstone torch, like isolated within the stone. So like I cleared out all the other redstone around it and was very, very meticulous about it in clearing that out and setting that up. But there was one redstone torch that was completely surrounded by stone. And so it was powering the block above it. James said, he was like, I don't even know why that's there, to be honest with you. That seems like I accidentally placed a redstone torch and then just covered it up. That didn't need to be there, and I just covered it up instead of breaking it. Did you do any of the redstone for his secret door, though? No, you couldn't see it. I had to go back in there, and I had to go back in a previous... I went back a further... save point before that, so he sent me a world file from before that, and so I went, and it took me forever to figure out which block, what it was, and like I lined up where I was in the video, like I paused the video and looked at looked at my coordinates and whatnot when I placed that that fateful TNT block. It was the only spot that could have ignited the TNT, that one block. Under an enormous area. I think I did pretty good. I did go to great lengths to make sure that there was, because I knew that there was a redstone door down there, under there. And I was just like, it's fine. Nobody needs that redstone door anyway. Come on, grass. We need grass. Not dirt. We need grass. Didn't get an emote from the hype train? Oh no. See, he didn't tell me there was a hype train, actually. Normally that comes up on the screen, but it didn't. I guess it's because I have it clicked on multi-stream, but you'd think that it would be in the feed over here, but it's not in the mini feed at all. I am Teach. Yes, I am. Yes, sir. But as I told Lost Souls, I said it's going to be really quiet over there. I suspect really super quiet. I just wanted to give people the option. Some people don't like Twitch that much. It's fine. It's okay. So, what are we going to do today after this grass grows? I don't know, to be honest with you. Good morning. I see Teach over there on the tubes of you. You know, I can't. Do y'all remember if I threw the map to that trial chamber on the ground like a really smart person? Y'all know? Gotta get ready for work? Alright, Ruth, man. Have a great day. We'll catch you after work. Well, just know that if you want to join the fun, for now, while it is really quiet over there, I've got my phone monitoring it as well, right over here. So if you want to like join the fun and stuff like that, and get the channel points and the tomatoes and the memes and stuff. Mint. If it gets to a point where it picks up and there's people there every day, well, shoot, yeah, we need somebody over there. Hey, Terry, good morning. Welcome in. Terry's over on the tubes of you. Heck yeah. Come on, grass. We're getting there. It's almost grown, y'all. It's almost. But I couldn't handle that huge amount of dirt that was in through here, where we did the terraforming and whatnot. We might need to do a little bit more. I think that needs to be. That one's fine. Yes, then, exactly. Cassie and Sinner saying, squirt with the souls and join the squirtathon. Oh. You know, usually it's the boys that you can't keep under control. Y'all are something else, I'll tell you what. Now, we can't do vibrant visuals in this world. Yeah, Mel. Mel is proclaiming Squirt Squad. Oh my goodness. Do y'all think I should let Pretzel Rocks into the Twitch chat? Seeing that it plays the name of the song. Or did my cloud bot deactivate and it's already doing it on the Twitch side? Oh, that is on the Twitch side. Huh. Interesting. I'll just have to play with settings later. It's fine. I don't mind it. You've learned that the 30s are essentially teenage boy equivalent. Gotcha. So women in their 30s are essentially have the minds of teenage boys. Okay. Gotcha. 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 Dun 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 dun. Mel says, "Nah, I've always been a perv." I'll sip to that. I'll sip to that. Why do you guys refuse to grow? Yeah, a little bit, Sin. A little bit. A little bit for sure. I am from a state in the United States of America called Tennessee. I live in the Appalachian Mountains near the Great Smoky Mountains National Park. How you doing, Ezo Memes? It's more fun that way. You're right, Cassie. You're right. All right. Just a couple, 3 left. I just told you. A state called Tennessee. Near the Great Smoky Mountains National Park. Awesome. Let's go. Whee! That's a pretty pathway. That's a pretty pathway. Getting 6 p.m.? Ah, it's only 8:30 in the morning here. I'm GMT -5 is my time zone. So I'm 5 hours behind London. I really like that pathway, y'all. That really turned out to be a nice, shapely pathway. I really like it. Now we've kind of got the bridge going into a brick wall, basically. But we're gonna fix all that. That's in due time, right? And so now it's nighttime. We can see that the path is lit up pretty well. We can go through and see if there's any spots that might need some additional light. From underneath. We'll do the the edges. Looks like underneath the pathway it's pretty well lit. Underneath the walkway itself. Heck yeah. Let's go sleep. Whee! Sweet. Awesome. Sounds good, Lost Souls. I'm trying to, hey, I can't see it. MEHRBOD. Sorry, the color of it on the background, on my screen, the color of your name is really hard to read. But I still don't know how to pronounce that. Merbod, maybe? I don't know. How's it going, man? How you doing? I'm doing good, man. I'm just chilling this morning. Just chilling this morning. Had a crazy day yesterday. Still a good day at the end of the day. No worries. But it was a wild ride yesterday for me. But yeah, got some sleep. Played with a kiddo. Made it all better. And so yeah, here I am. Thanks, man. I'm doing a. This is my solo, kind of solo, hardcore world. So all of the building that's done here is all me solo. But I have some of my friends from the SMP that I play on as well, called Rocketcraft. I play on that world. I stream from that world 3 days a week, Monday, Tuesday, and Thursday, and I do hardcore on Wednesday and Friday. But anyway, some of the guys come in every now and again, see how long they can survive in hardcore, and maybe give themselves challenges and stuff like that. We've had several losses from players, but it's hardcore. So you know, it's tough. You get one shot in this game mode, so it's a lot of fun. It's a big challenge. So yeah. You think I need to work on the Nether? Good morning, Tori. Good to see you. You're already done? I know it's late for you, but you're done for the day? So yeah, I'm doing a Mayan themed world. And so I like to automate things and also build things into design. So like farms and stuff. So the main temple is based on the main temple in Tikal, Guatemala. So if you were to Google Tikal, Tikal, Guatemala, and temple, you're going to see a temple that looks an awful lot like that. It's got this big, tall tablet structure on top with a carving and design work onto it. But when I first saw that temple, I'm a history nerd. When I first saw that, I was like, dude, I could hide a gold farm portal in that thing and build it into the structure. And so that's exactly what I've done. So this building is a working gold farm. So all of the sorting and auto crafting that gives me gold blocks down at the bottom there. There's a chest down here at the bottom. That's all in this room here. That's the drop chute for the pigmen, and that's the redstone torch hidden in there. But you come down into here, and you've got this nice little control panel where you turn the portal on, you turn the tridents on, and you turn the trash incinerator on, and then you just wait, and pigmen start falling down. And so, you know, on Bedrock, because these things are technically a player kill, I'm getting looting from them, and it's dropping XP at a pretty good rate. Light everything up, sleep at night, yep. Gotcha, Tori. I got you. Pretty intense night. Yeah, so Teach is onto it. So, you know, lighting everything up is really the best thing that you can do for yourself. And have a plan is a good thing as well. But, you know, sleeping every night is a must. You know, and even if you have to live in a dirt box in an open field that's spammed torches everywhere, that's fine. Do it. You know, whatever it takes. And there's something that I always say that people seem to try and argue with for some reason. That's not really the right way to say it, but slow down. Don't be in a hurry to do anything in hardcore, take your time. Take your time. Don't worry about netherite. I'll say, you know, if you can make an XP farm, durability, and get mending, if you can mess with villagers and make XP farms, you don't need extra durability. You just need to have a farm like that in your main base that you can get XP from in a hurry and fix all your stuff and be, hey, from the Philippines, that's awesome. Hello from East Tennessee in America. How are you, Kyle? Yep, but have a bed with you. When you go out adventuring, make sure you have a bed. And slow down. Just slow down the game. It's okay. You know, have goals in mind, but don't... You're not being timed, right? You're just being asked to not die. That's all you're being asked to do. So you get to dictate the speed. You get to dictate the pace. You get to dictate what you do in your Minecraft world. And that's kind of what I love most about the game. I forgot. We filled this up. So we can actually now go fill up this machine. I wanted to do that on camera. I've got all but one shulker filled up in there. And so now we're going to put this last shulker. Oh. Whoa. That was weird. I must have twitched my finger. So this one's full. We got to load up this one right here. Alright, this machine is now full to the brim and will make 2,000, I think, what was it, 2,112 shulker boxes at the ring of a bell. Ring a bell, get a box. Ring a bell, get a box. Awesome. So now we're down to 2,110. We do. We have infinite time. We do. You know? So you have all the time in the world. Slow down. And just... You're only timing yourself. Right? So it's not a huge deal if we're actually going to take this to the rocket farm. If you don't, you know, get something done in the first 100 days or the first whatever, you know, I'm just picking a number. Just it's okay. Take your time. This is the house of one of the guys who's lasted long enough to build a house. There's a corpse over there. There's a corpse in that cave down there. And there's a corpse over at the raid farm. But this guy's stayed alive and been able to build a house. Yes, there's a charge creeper in a boat. Shulker Maker is awesome. Hey, Teach. Was that Shulker Maker somewhere else before I built it? Because I didn't use any kind of tutorial or nothing. Did I invent something? Kind of? Sort of? Oh, it's filling from the hopper. The hopper was full. The hopper was full. So we're going to let these fill up real quick. That's what it was. Okay, yeah, I remember that now because it was overflowed. I pulled a shulker but forgot to bring an empty shulker with me, so when I put it down, I just flew away and it hasn't filled out from the hopper. So we're going to let that hopper unload real quick. You've only used my tutorial? It's an awesome machine. And it's so simple. It's so simple. It's just a few blocks. Right? That's rad. 3 blocks is all you like. That's the bare minimum is 3 blocks. You can add to it and make it like and increase your capacity to make shulker boxes by making it bigger. You know, basically adding backfill storage. But yeah, you only need 3 blocks to make that thing. Hey, Steel Storm, how's it going? Good morning. If you drink coffee, I hope that it's nice and hot. Not none of this ice stuff that all my other viewers love. Coffee should be hot. I'm fantastic. I got the distinct pleasure of being given the opportunity to wake up this morning, so it's a good day. It's a good day. Should I spend the 10K on a PC or buy a car? I'm happy playing on PlayStation. This is a new one for me, so I'm reading this one. PlayStation, but really want a PC, but at the same time, I need a car. You don't need a $10,000 PC. Get a $2,000 PC. There's almost nothing that you can't do with it. Get a $2,000 PC and an $8,000 car. Done. My PC was just under $2,000 and I could do almost anything that I want with it. You can do anything. It was like $1,700 or something like that. $1,800, I think, after tax. $1,800. I can do whatever I want with it. I couldn't do high-end 3D modeling, rendering, like model rendering. Stuff that Stegster knows how to do. I could probably do some like light work. All right, so we're at what is it? 6 stacks, 3, 4. So there's 6 stacks in here. This is my rocket factory. It's actually a farm that AFK will make rockets and put them into that box. All right, so we've got 6 stacks of rockets in that box. This farm works using a lot of auto crafters and a general mob farm. It takes the bones from a general mob farm, turns the bones into bone meal, uses that bone meal to grow sugarcane. The sugarcane's turned into paper, but then it also pulls gunpowder out of the general mob farm and sends it down to mix with that paper to make rockets for me. So we're going to turn this thing on. We're going to turn our sounds down for a moment. So we had exactly 6 stacks of rockets before. And so what happens is as this thing runs, we wanted to sleep. Yeah, exactly, Mayor. Yeah. You wouldn't do a lot of like... you know, higher end gaming on a $300 rig, but you could do a lot of stuff with just a few. My first PC that I got was a laptop that I got on clearance for $300, and it had an AMD Ryzen 3 processor in it. It was like, I got a good deal on it. Yeah, US dollars. I'm clearly American. Come on now. 32 chunks, 120 frames per second. Well, I'll tell you what 1,800 US dollars is in Australian dollars. 1,800 USD to AUD. That's 2,780 Australian dollars. So 1,800 US dollars is about 2,800 Australian dollars, just under. Currently, as of today. So, I don't know if any, I haven't been watching, I don't know if any creepers have gone in there, but we can go down and check this box down here. Whoa. And there are 6 new rockets in the box. So 2 pieces of gunpowder came through and made 6 more rockets for us. So just literally I park myself back there by that bed in this space right here. And I box myself in and AFK here for a little while and fill up boxes of rockets. I don't have to do any crafting. It's all done via the new technology of auto crafting and some clever redstone. Yeah, there you go. I do teach. I run 32 all the time. That's what I sit on 32 chunks. Whoa, there's a bunch of creepers. Jeez. All at once. Where'd this big flush of mobs come from? It doesn't seem to cause many issues. Oh, did y'all hear that? A witch just fell down that drop chute. I hate that sound. I hate that sound. Strength and endurance. Heck yeah, Mel. GG's. Nice little raid farm. You keep yours at 24. I mean, I run pretty smoothly on Rocket Craft up to about 48. And it runs just as smooth as it does on 32 up to about 48. And then it starts to kind of slow down incrementally on its way to 96. 96 gets you some really cool screenshots. Really cool screenshots. But it'd be cool to have a PC where 96 chunk render distance is playable. That'd be pretty awesome. Like 128 gigs of like now DDR6 RAM. Crazy high-end processor. Yeah, I love the witches. My screen is only a 60 FPS screen, so that's where I max out. Eventually, I'd love to get, if I can get some, I do like handyman service work type stuff, but if I can get a couple extra jobs here pretty soon, I do want to get a better monitor that'll do some better FPS. But yeah. On 5 when you record? Dang. Dude, I think just having a better PC teach would open your eyes. Like, because it's really, none of that's an issue at all on a even like a mid-tier PC. With as long as you've got a dedicated CPU and GPU, you know, they're 2 separate things. As long as you've got that, it's usually not much of a burden to do stuff like that. And 50 playing Bedrock. Wow. Bum 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 bum. Ba-na-na-na-na. It's because I want the focal point. Oh, I see. I got you. That makes sense. That makes sense. So, let's see. Bum, 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 bum. Nope. Yep. That's a lot of dirt. That's a lot of dirt. Enderminter Gamer. Hello, hello. It is not. No, this is a solo hardcore world. Bloop. 3 for 3, look at that. I should probably have a piece of gold with me, huh? Just in case. Just in case. Yeah, no worries. I know I have one somewhere. Is it in my ender chest? No. I thought I had something enchanted with something decent. Yeah, that'll work. That'll work. Bum 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 bum. Okay. Okay. Let's go. So he came from that way. So I say we start going this way. Actually, we should do where it steps down to make the 2.5. So we're going to do this. So what we're doing is we're starting to spawn proof this area, right? That's the idea here. Slowly but surely, just spawn proof it. Right? Get netherite? I don't need it. Don't need a creeper farm either. I don't even have to craft rockets. I just AFK and rockets get made for me. I don't do the noob stuff. Bloop. Yeah, it does. More than enough gunpowder. Hey, Ren, how's it going? How are you? I'm doing some nether digging today. Is it bright enough on y'all's screen you can see? It can be a little bit dark in the nether sometimes. We'll need to go one higher, at least one higher if we want to fly, won't we? That's easy to do though. At the end, once it's like spawn proof, we should probably have some fire res potions brewed up for that. Oh, hello. What do we got here? We got us a little nether cave. Oh, and I hear the ghasty boys. I hear the ghasty boys. Yo, Lanny, what's good? It's like wearing a boot over a peg leg. Yeah, exactly. Nothing going on out here, huh? That's not what I meant to do, but that's fine. I'm wearing a gold helmet, so I'm not worried about the piglins. They shouldn't bother me, right? You don't care about me, right? Right, bro? Yeah? You don't care about me? Alright, as long as I'm not opening a chest or breaking gold, right? There's more of them up there. So I guess that gas noise is above me? I guess? Yes. Huh. Okay. No. We're just kind of starting a little nether highway. I'm just going in one cardinal direction, and then we can branch off as we need. But I want to make a tunnel just tall enough that we can fly through, right? And that's spawn proof. That's the whole... What? No. Why did you go there? Because I was pointing at it? And these are killers. In tunnels, if you're ever trying to make a tunnel that you want to... Even though I'm going to dig up another block high. If you're ever making a tunnel, those little holes in the roof, they're killers. They're absolute killers. You love nether work? You can do it all. You can do it all. I'm not super keen on nether work. I mean, it's got to get done, so you know it is what it is, but it's not something that I'm gung-ho to go and do. And since Teach is in the chat, we'll make sure that we make quartz blocks out of all this quartz. I'm kidding. You know not to do that. Don't make quartz blocks out of this stuff. Learn to work with villagers. Buy your quartz from them. If you like to build with quartz, learn to mess with villagers, and you'll have all the quartz that you could ever imagine without using the nether quartz that you need for redstone and stuff. I don't even make that much redstone, but it makes so much sense after hearing Teach talk about it. It made too much sense to ignore. It really did. I got one more stack after this. Okay. I can't believe we haven't found a single piece of ancient debris yet. We had the luck with everything else, and it just knows that I don't care about netherite. So it's like, nah, you don't need any. We won't put any in. Uh-oh, SpaghettiOs. It's okay. Cool, calm, and collected. Just section it off until you can get to it. Everything's fine. No need to panic. Everything's fine. Tried using beds. No. I don't need to. I'm not trying to destroy it. That would do so much damage that I'd have to rebuild the tunnels into, you know, like, to be shapely. I don't like big, broken, gross-looking, chunked out hallways. I'm kind of... So I play on an SMP, and we're pretty accustomed to doing, like, very nice, highly designed builds. So yeah, blowing holes in the nether with beds for no reason whatsoever is not something that I'm really that interested in. I'm not looking for netherite. Is that maybe that's what you were mistaken by? Is that I was looking for netherite? I'm not looking for netherite. I don't really need it, but if I was looking for netherite, beds would be a good option if you don't have access to gunpowder. But TNT is where it's at. I love blowing up the nether with TNT. That's what I like doing in the Nether, Lost Souls, is blowing it up with TNT. It just makes a much bigger hole. And is much safer because you can light it with an arrow from far away and not get blown up. I'm not looking for ancient debris. But why would I go higher to look for ancient debris? So remember, it's going to be found anywhere from like 15 down. So if I was going to be using TNT, this is about where I would place it, because it would blow up to about 16, 17 and down to bedrock. And so it's going to uncover the whole path. The whole kit and caboodle. But yeah, I'm not really looking for netherite. It's not something that I need in this world. So, what are the positives of netherite? Durability. Okay. It doesn't burn in lava. It has a pretty color. And so durability, like I say, if you know how to mess with villagers and XP farms, durability, schmurability. Who cares? It takes 10 seconds to fix your gear up and be full, right? With mending and an XP farm. If you jump in lava in a hardcore world and your stuff ejects from your body into that pool of lava, you're not getting it back. Period. I don't care what it's made out of. You're not getting it back. You die, you're done. In hardcore Minecraft. Remember, guys, you don't get to go get it back. In regular survival, dude, netherite's great because I die in lava. Because I go ham in regular survival. But that's not what this is, remember. Oh, I don't have any more slabs to spawn proof that. We gotta go. I got one more. I have one slab. So, you can kind of get flight, but we'll take this up one more block, and then we'll go back. So now's where it's gonna get fun. Now's where I want my netherrack right next to my pickaxe so that I can plug up any lava holes that come down. And we're just going to stay far away. Alright. know there's some lava down here somewhere. We may have plugged up. It may have just been like a single, one of those single pockets, single block sources of lava that are scattered throughout the Nether. I think it was. Hey, look at that. That's our first piece of ancient debris in this world. Oh, we're out of blocks, eh? We're out of space in our inventory. Oh, we don't need this. Awesome. And now, we can definitely fly through this tunnel. Starting, just getting faster and faster. Travel fast. And so, we will... that will lead us to the fortress. If we go the other way. So if we go the other way, that'll lead us to the fortress. Man, alright, this is what we're going to do. We're going to start loading up shulker boxes in Netherrack. Because we may eventually smelt this into nether bricks. Alright, excellent. Put this guy right down here. Put this stuff right here. No, come on now. This stuff we'll put right here. And... our first piece of ancient debris. Hey Jack, how's it going? Sorry I was locked in there for a minute. How you doing today? Good morning. I do that. I have squirrel brain. I get locked in, but I always get to the comments. I always do eventually get to them. There's our first piece of ancient debris. It's our first trial chamber, first notch apple, first dragon egg, first ancient city raid, first piece of ancient debris. Those are both, I guess, the first trial chamber. This we really don't, that just kind of, because what is this? You know. And, of course, first dragon head. Yay. Hey Gunda, how's it going? The blue writing on that dark gray background is so hard to read. I gotta train my brain to look at that screen if I can't read the name, because it's really hard to just, like, I can squint at it and stare at it for a second and pick it up, but it's much easier if I just look at my phone monitor and read it off of that, because it's not it's not blue letters, it's white letters on that gray background. But how you doing? Good morning. Bum, bum, ba-bum, bum, bum. Yeah, and then the netherrack will fall into that other slot. Open your eyes. What? They're open? What you talking about, Willis? What you talking about, Willis? Let's hit that bed. So I'd say that eventually I will either have netherite or I will die trying to get it. That's like the most likely two outcomes. Is that I'll have netherite eventually, or I'll just die trying to get it. No biggie. So, but until I build out the world, I'm not even going to try for it because I just don't need it. It's fine. Yeah, we're going to keep going this way. He's just chilling. He's just chilling. Oh no, I don't want these leads. Oh, excellent. I always take more soul sand. Sweet. Just making it safe. Good morning, Lanny. Well, no, I've only been live for an hour and 14 minutes, so, you know, of course it's, you know. Close. Maybe it was an hour and 14 minutes ago, and you were just opening your eyes for the day. And you thought it was a dream. Maybe, I don't know. What? Oh. Really? Huh. Hey, Johnny. Welcome in. Welcome in. How you doing today? I'm Chef. Oh! I like to misplace blocks. They like to call me Stormtrooper. Because my aim, sometimes, with these blocks, is pretty terrible. I just blame my arthritis. Gimme. Gimme. I'm not trying to find anything. I am starting a nether highway. I'm just starting a nether highway, that's all. So we've got our main portal in like the main kind of plaza area of the overworld builds. And so right now, because we finally got that linked up, and just basically I'm making a nether highway that's going to make travel easier back and forth through the nether. That's it. That's it. So that you can go to different places more quickly, right? So like, you know, you find something in the overworld or you build something in the overworld 1,000 blocks away and you want to be able to travel to it more easily. Well, the nether, it's a factor of 8 shorter of a distance, right? Because 1 block in here is 8 blocks in the overworld. So every block that you move in here, you're going to move 8 blocks in the overworld in that direction. So you can just travel a whole lot faster in the nether, and using nether highways is a great idea. And right now I'm just doing the basic rough out, cut out, where I am carving a tunnel tall enough to fly in that has slabs on the lower half of the block as the floor. And then that way it is spawn proof as we go through. So we have this long spawn proof tunnel. Doesn't matter what light level it is in here because nothing's going to spawn on these slabs. Right? So nothing's going to spawn on the slabs. It doesn't matter what the light level is. It's just going to be dark in the nether, right? But we can also fly. It's tall enough to fly. And spawn proof. Now, Rocketcraft would go crazy because we know that it's a definite long-term, you know, kind of world. Well, long-term. That's funny, isn't it? Quit it! What was it you said to tell my coworker? Oh, Edinyets. That was my ex-wife. Is from a village near Edinyets. Unless he's from Edinyets, he won't know Zebrichin. But he would know. He might know Edinyets. Okay, Mel, welcome back. Welcome back. Welcome back. Oh, I'm resting my fingies. I got to get coffee at some point because I am out of coffee. And I have another cup that I'm due for the day. We'll do all of the slabs that I have in my inventory, and then I'll do a coffee break. Is this crash proof? What do you mean by crash proof? One of the things I was talking about just a few moments ago is like that right there. If you're flying in a tunnel, those can kill you. So you always want to make sure that your roof is very smooth or like super, super tall. If it's, you know, if it's only a few blocks to just tall enough to fly in like this tunnel's going to be, then you want to make sure that the roof is very smooth, and that will help keep you from crashing. I think that may mean, oh, whoa, that may be what you mean. I don't know. If it's not, let me know and I'll try and figure it out. I'll try and figure out what you mean and answer your question. Oh, if you just slam into the wall? No. Well, like, you'd have to turn and hit it straight on. Like, you can rub against a wall. Now, right here might be dangerous. So, like, you know, I wanted to leave this open for now so that we know that it's here and can maybe go explore it if we want to. And just to kind of see. But eventually this would all be smoothed out as well. And so, but it's, you know, moving over and smacking into that might kill you. But I do have totems. It's not rendering on your screen, but I am holding a totem of undying. It just doesn't render on the screen. It just makes a cleaner, kind of cleaner look for your game. So there's always that, you know, totems do save lives. Totems save hardcore worlds. See, like how I accidentally poked that hole in the ceiling? I'm gonna make sure to fill that in, because that will absolutely... That is smack into a wall and end your hardcore world worthy right there. No, don't do that. But the whole tunnel is spawn proof. No, you know, nothing's spawning down through here. I am Molly. Yes, I am. All right, Ace. We'll catch you later, bud. Have a great day at work. Don't tell anyone I'm here. Hi, Molly. You're supposed to be working, aren't you? That's why you say that? the rest of this quartz. We want as much quartz as we can always find. Always. Need to remember to bring my new ear pods. Oh, yeah. Gotcha. Nice. Nice. How come you're playing on Bedrock and not Java? So more people play Bedrock, and I play on Bedrock because I like to play with my friends. And it's just that much easier to do on Bedrock because it's just available to more people. More people have access to the game. And controller, native controller support. Controller mods for Java are notoriously terrible. And my crab claw arthritic hands cannot do mouse and keyboard. They just can't. And yeah, so there's a lot of reasons. But don't you worry, they'll be the same game one day. You'll just, from the menu, you'll say, do you want to play with Java mechanics or Bedrock mechanics? And you're going to select it. And then you're just going to play with a controller if you want even. It'll just be the same menu. One day. I got 8. Whee! That's good progress. It's just native controller support. You just use a controller and it works. It's native. You don't have to do any mods or anything like that. Eamon, how's it going? Yep, Lanny, we'll catch you laters. My hands are closed. So at rest, my hands close up. It's called crab claw. And so when I have to force them open, like I have to actually use muscle strength to hold my hands open. And so sitting with a mouse and keyboard is pretty terrible. And so really just cradling this in my hands is perfect. And so just not having to fiddle with remapping and having everything not work exactly, smoothly. I don't really do consoles. I don't own a console. I haven't owned a console since the Super Nintendo. But controllers are just, it's a real smooth operation on consoles. The controllers work very smoothly. And then there's games on PC also that have native controller support too. But that's something that's big for me, and needing native controller support, controller that works well with the game, because I just cannot hold my hands open for any extended period of time. It's just not possible for me. It's tough. It's tough. You know what else is tough? Not having coffee right now. That's tough. We're going to go up into the gold farm portion of this base, and we are going to fix our stuff up while I make a cup of coffee. Only takes a couple of minutes. And also, in Java, you can't do this. You don't get trident killers in Java. And I think trident killers are the bee's knees. Once the shovel's done, I'm going to switch to the pickaxe and walk away. All right, guys, I'm going to go make a cup of coffee. Give me 2 minutes. I will be right back. Taking both of these. Yep, both of them. Yoy! All right, we're back and we got fresh coffee. Yeah, I need to go to the evaporator store after the stream today. I actually don't add people to my Minecraft account. It is the one account that I keep pretty sacred, if you will. It is. There are very, 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 very few people on that list. And it's just because, so the SMP that I play on is a whitelisted world, and just not everybody like whitelist themselves, but you know, it made me start to think, well, do I want random people just joining, like if I'm in a test world or something like that? And I know there's settings and stuff that you can do to change all that, but man, I forget stuff. I'm old. I have a good memory, but I forget simple stuff. Like, you know, and that's the kind of stuff that I just forget to do. And then like random people be joining worlds and I don't want any of that. And so I decided long ago to keep my Microsoft account very, 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 very small. Very small. The evaporator store, yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah, exactly, Teach. The evaporator store. I don't know, can you? I see hearts. I see hearts on, because I've got my phone pulled up. I see the hearts. I see the hearts bubbling up. That's cute. Thank you, guys. This is only the second time I've streamed on YouTube. You only get Laney joining your test worlds on accident. I've done it to you once or twice, but I didn't do it on accident. I did it on. I was barging in on purpose, just to mess with you, to say hi. The Evanescence shop. Yeah, yeah. You know, hold on. The evaporator store. You know the evaporator store? You know. We need another box for Netherrack. Bum 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 bum. Oh, I thought for sure I'd have enough to fill that thing up. That's okay. That's okay. We'll fill it up. Don't you worry. We will definitely fill that up. The gravel doesn't need to be there. Gravel doesn't go there. Gravel goes here. I know it came from the Nether, but it goes here. Look at all that quartz, Teach. 'Tis a shame, but Teach is but a mere corpse in this world. It did not survive. No, the evaporator store is not a time-sensitive issue. Where I go on Thursdays is a time-sensitive issue. You're waiting on your ride to work to leave without. I'll be leaving without warning. That's all good, Teach. I get it. It is all good, buddy. All good. It tells me that there's only one person in the YouTube stream. Like when I'm looking at it on my side, I don't know. Like, that's wild. I think that there's got to be more than one person over there. I'm there. I'm in it watching it, and Teach is there. Obviously, he's commenting. What do I call you? Is it TTV E-Man? Eman? Says 13 there. Heck yeah. Well, welcome in. Let's go. Yeah, Streamlabs is showing me a total of 17 viewers, but it doesn't give me like a breakdown or anything. Heck yeah. Let's go. Welcome in. Welcome in on the tubes of view. I just started streaming to YouTube. Yeah, last night. Just I did a test stream last night, playing some Fortnite with my buddies, and I've been streaming on TikTok and Twitch, but TikTok kind of made me mad yesterday. Kind of hurt my feelings actually, and. So yeah, I figured we'll give YouTube a shot. Figure it out. Happy to be here. E-Man. So it was E-Man. Okay. All right, cool. What's up, E-Man? You ever see... Hey, here's another thing that I don't know that you can do in Java. A waterless bubble elevator. There's no nothing holding these bubbles back. But they're bubbles. I can assure you of that. What? That's crazy. Crazy. Hey, Bunny. Welcome in. Soft invert. I don't... Is that a redstone thing, Teach? Is that a redstone thing? It's so close. It's almost nighttime, y'all. We're just going to get rid of the dark and we'll go outside and fly around a little bit. will turn off if the piston's powered. Okay, so yeah, hey SJ, how's it going? So it is some redstone stuff that you're talking just a little bit over my head. I'm still learning, Teach. Thanks for teaching me, by the way. Thanks for helping me to kind of understand some of this stuff. I think that you and I have worked very, very well together over the last year and a half with automation and just we've done some cool stuff, man. So thank you. Some really cool and unique stuff that other people just aren't doing. And that's rad. That's rad. It'll break it off if you put a torch on a piston and Java, it just breaks it off. That's crazy. I love this pathway that we did on the last stream. This is just rocking. I love the shape to it. It's super, super natural. It flows really, really well with the landscape. Now, what are we going to do down here? Do we leave this natural or do we start carrying buildings down here? So I got to thinking about, you know, the total size of this city and where it needs to be. And, you know, because I talked about wanting to have platforms up here and stuff as well. And I want to have platforms up here. And I think I'd love to see one platform out here. We've got this huge open area over here, but then there's also all of that open area down there. But yeah, buildstone. Yeah, there you go. Absolutely. I'm down with kind of claiming to be a small part of that community, of the buildstone community. You know? And so we've got to kind of come to terms with limitations. Limitations of what can we do by ourselves, limitations of what can we do that's not super repetitive. Like, you know, because you don't want to be too repetitive. So Allison's really, really good at that. She's really good, and that's what I've talked about her bases before and how it feels. It's like it's a huge, enormous mega base with tons and tons of individual builds, but it feels like one build. Even though it's all completely different, it feels like one build. She's really, really talented at that. And that's kind of something that I'm always working towards as well, is trying to make it feel cohesive and one build in the grand scheme of things, but at the same time, not being the same thing over and over again, right? And so I'm starting to feel like I had to turn out my overhead because it's definitely enough sunlight coming in through my window now. I don't want it to feel like it's all the same stuff. And so, you know, I've got to do some really deep soul searching to kind of suss this out. Do I do another huge build over here? But see, here's the thing. If I do a huge build over here, it's going to take up space. It's going to be empty. It's going to be empty inside. It's going to be a facade. I don't have any other large-scale needs. So here's where we get into how do you want to play your Minecraft. Some people might not like. Some people may get like visibly upset and mad that you made a huge build that's empty. You didn't have to build it, right? So that's my take on it, is you didn't build it. Why do you care? But I also get it, because that's a lot of energy that gets put into making a huge, big build and then doing nothing with it, right? It just sits there. That's just eye candy. I'm okay with that. How do you guys feel about that out there in the world? Making a huge build that's just completely empty. Full facade. You don't even decorate the inside. Don't even try to get fancy with the inside at all. Hey, man. Found that chef pickaxe emote. Hey, whoa, Jeremiah. I don't use my name. Hi. Nobody knows my name or where I live. I live in East Tennessee, near the Great Smoky Mountains National Park. That's as far as they know. Hi, buddy. How you been? We're dads now. I do. Absolutely. Mine's 9 now, bro. How old is yours? I bet you have a couple now, don't you? You probably do. Yeah, Belle, exactly. If it's empty, it's a bit pointless as long as it looks cool and you like. Right, yeah. 8. Yeah, dude, that's crazy. It goes so fast. It goes so fast. We're trying to finish up 3rd grade, and it's just like, oh my God, get out of here. Anything that I want. Anything at all. No. Nothing. Nothing. Oof. But yeah, so we have to consider all that, you know? How far do we want to go with it? Working in Oak Ridge? Heck yeah, dude. I'm doing like pressure washing, soft washing, stuff like that. And just kicking it with the kiddo. I stream pretty much daily, E-Man. So every Monday through Friday, it's Minecraft every morning through the week. So at 8 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, I'll go live Monday through Friday with Minecraft. And then in the evenings, it's just kind of sporadic. It's hit or miss. Sometimes I have a lot to do with the kiddos. Sometimes I get enough free time where I can stream. If I'm not going to be able to stream for a couple of hours at least, I won't stream. So, you know, if we got lots of stuff going on with the kiddo that day, I probably won't stream in the evening. But in the evening, we're usually playing other games with our friends and stuff, and longer standing members of the community. We play like Fortnite. We play Repo. Our Repo group is, if you know anything about the game, we're on level 18 with no mods and no exploits whatsoever. No health exploit, no ammo exploits, no mods to add items in the shop. We're level 18, legit, straight up, pure vanilla gameplay. Started homeschool this year. Man, I would really like to do that. But and I live in a community that's good enough that he would still get a lot of interaction with other kids. And so that's the thing that we worry about as parents with homeschool, right? Is are our kids going to get enough social interaction with other kids that's meaningful? And, you know, that's probably the hardest part of homeschooling is that. And so, you know, yeah. We got Mel is in, she's in the Twitch chat. She's a big homeschooler to 3 kids. And so, yeah, she's all about it. But they go to their local school for interaction and stuff like that. It's pretty cool. Yeah, Minecraft is definitely my favorite, SJ. It's really where I shine as a creator, as a gamer. It's where I shine. But I do like a bit of playing with my friends too. And like the SMP that I play on, we kind of play with our friends, but it's not the same. So I like squadding up on Repo and Fortnite, and we've done Among Us, as well, and just other kind of random stuff that we get ourselves into, random games sometimes, new games that come out that look fun, that I get peer pressured into playing. I really do. They do that to me all the time. It's not nice. I'm not in the Nether anymore. I can take this gold helmet off. Let's put this in our ender chest so we know where it's at. When we want to go into the Nether, we put that on. Yeah, I have no idea where the other trial chamber map... Oh, there it is. Okay, good. Okay. There it is. That'll take us back there, and we can get all that copper and stuff. Softball in church, plus in-laws, neighbors. Yeah, that's awesome, dude. Yeah, as long as they could get plenty of social interaction with other kids, man, homeschool. That's the dream for me. I wish I could. But I don't think his mom would agree to it, because she'd have to do it. And well, yeah. Lost souls, yes they do. Rubio peer pressures me all the time. He peer pressures me all the time. Full custom waterfall and mountain. I'm digging this area. And I do kind of want to do a goat trail up to the top. Like a goat trail that splits off like right here, you know? And like it's not thin and defined like this pathway is. Or it's not large and defined like this pathway. It's smaller, you know, less traveled. It's a goat path. You know, just some scatterings of coarse dirt so grass doesn't grow, and maybe some gravel, and like here and there a piece of cobblestone. Chandra, good morning. Yeah, it'd be tough. It'd be tough. But it'd be better. Because I live in a community that he would still get meaningful interaction with plenty of kids. I feel like it would be it's a no-brainer on my end. Yeah. But I will say this, I do like his school. The average class size at his school is 16, y'all. For an elementary school, that's amazing. That's an amazing class average. That's really, really, like a really low number for teachers to be responsible for. And so they definitely get more attention than kids do at bigger schools. That's for sure. That is for sure. Haven't got into Minecraft. Yeah, you know, another AZer gifted me this game. I'm not going to say his name out loud, but you know him. Tall guy, younger guy, you know. Wife in the military, you know who I'm talking about. He actually gifted me this game in 2020 because I was at that, you know, that other store that I was working at, and I was just kind of, you know, I didn't have much to do. And he was like, dude, I've got a bunch of extra copies of this game. Do you want one? And I was like, that's a kid's game, isn't it? And he's like, dude, no. No, not at all. I was like, really? He's like, yeah, really. It's not. It's not a kid's game. Because the mechanics of this game go really deep. There is so much within the coding of this game that it's wild. And I just kind of explored it and found out that I was really good at it. And I could build and I could make pretty stuff. And like, I was never artistic. I can't draw to save my life, dude. I mess up a stick figure. It's hard to tell what I've drawn. If you tell me to draw a stick figure, I'm going to put something on paper. You're going to be like, I told you to draw a stick figure, bro. I'll be like, yeah, that's what that is. Yeah. The stick figure. Yeah, exactly, Yeah, exactly, Jeremiah. Yeah, exactly. That's who. That's exactly who it was. Played in his world a little bit and then just kind of like branched out on my own, and here we are. Lowest you've seen is 22, but more closer to 28. That's going to be closer to the national average, Mel, is 22 to 28, somewhere around there. in class size. So having 16 as an average class size is just phenomenal. And the teachers, they really care. They at this school, they really do. There's a couple that are just kind of, you know, but psh. Your smallest class had 33 students in it, Jandra? Jeez. That's kind of like mine. Oh, really, Jeremiah? Yeah. He's gone on and gotten a degree and all kinds of stuff now. Proud of him. I know, Molly. I was in the 30 range back in the 90s. You got 24 in yours, E-Man? That's not too bad. That's not too bad. I'd say that's lower than the national average. Oh goodness! If the AC breaks down here, Jandra, they close the school. You have to. It's a health hazard. It's a risk. You're in Australia. Oh, okay, I got you. Back in my day. No. It's not. No, it's not a back in my day. Today, if the AC broke at a public school, they would close the school down for the day until it was fixed. They'd have to. If it was in the summertime, or not summertime, but if it was in one of the hotter months. So if it was even today, maybe not today. They probably wouldn't do it today. But like next week, we've got the regular temps back to normal. These storms are pushing out, and so once the storms push out, if the AC broke in that school, they'd have to close the school, send all the kids home. You can't. Oh, they said deal with it. Yeah, no. You couldn't. Not down here. It's too hot here, Jandra. It's that hot here. Same in Oklahoma. Yeah, I bet it is. It's a little bit drier in Oklahoma, but not much. Not much. The windows would not open. That's right. Yep. They're 25 layers of paint painted shut. That was the old school from where I went to school. The old school, the windows were painted shut. The new school, the windows didn't open at all. They're all sealed in, security glass. But yeah, no, absolutely. It would be 130 degrees inside the building if the AC didn't work. Like, for real. You'd cook in there. It'd be nuts. Where are we at in the day? We're in the middle of the day. I really need to keep digging in that nether tunnel because I don't have any larger builds to do right now. I didn't do any planning for today. That's okay though, because I knew we needed this like a lot. I knew we needed this a lot. So I definitely wanted this is something that I wanted to do anyway. I can't believe Lost Souls said play in the Nether. It's something that's got to get done. I am live on the Tubes of You as well, yeah. Chandra. No plan is sometimes the best plan. Right. I do like that we turned this building into the Nether portal. It's going to serve us well. I mean, it's fine. I didn't bring my gold. Oh no. What should I do? Should I go back and get it, or should I risk it for the biscuit? I'm gonna go back and get it. You know what we could do is we could actually we could decorate that the English chef. Use it for the love of Pete. We could put kind of the, because we don't need netherrack storage here. We need it like, you know, we can keep that kind of stuff over there. We're definitely not going to put a bed down over there because I think that's going to be, it's too close to the job station. It's too close to, yeah, it's way too close to the job station. So we can't put a bed over there. But I want to put some chests over there. Some chests, and let's see, what else? What else? A couple of furnaces, maybe? Do we need a couple furnaces? No, because we would smelt netherrack here in bulk. Let's get one of these for our helmet. Yeah. Yeah. That'll work. But we really need to find a warped forest. So I want to look at the settings real quick. Give me my mouse. Where is it? How does Nether, like, what renders the Nether fog? There's darkness and glint. Glint speed. It wouldn't be here. I don't know. Huh. Because, like, I should be able to, you know... Gosh darn it. What do you call it? I should be able to see the fog, right? So we'll just put that right there, and we can swap out right? Just do that. Hey, OP. The nether fog. It should turn like a bluish color when you're in a warped forest biome, right? Does that extend down into the bottom? Does it? I never see the fog though. Is that a setting that I've turned off? I don't know. I don't know. I'm not sure. I'll look into that. Because that may help us locate that warped forest biome. Because we really need to be, like, I need the vines, I need the wood. I really do. I think we're actually going to start going this way now. Let's see, this is 3 blocks out, and then it cuts in. There we go. Now that'll give me what I need to do this. There we go. I'm from the United States in a place called Tennessee. No. There. Like that. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, there we go. I'm not in my 2-week phase, bro. I'll tell you what I could use though is a respawn anchor to set my spawn. This ain't my 2-week phase, bro. Try someone else. And then, okay, yeah, all the way up to here. Excellent. Sweet. We got our path. He said, dang it, okay. I would say that I know more than the average bear about this game. I would say that I know more than the average player. I'm decent at this. I do okay. I have a good memory. I have a squirrel memory, so I forget to do like simple things, and you know the simple things in life. I always forget to do that stuff. But like random facts and things that I'm interested about. Oh man, this thing's an encyclopedia. Nope. Nope. You come back tomorrow? All right, man. I'll be here same time. Tomorrow I'll be in the SMP. That's a crazy world. That world is nuts. I have vertical slabs to build with there too. Oh, it's wonderful. Life is good. What, Molly? Oh yeah, dang bud, there's way too many people in here that I trust to say whether they hear me or not. Yeah, I would refresh your screen or something. If they say they hear me, that's the end of it, I promise you. So yeah, I'd maybe refresh. Does he turn down here? We're gonna go down to this turn and see where we're at. This might go straight up to the fortress here. Okay. Is this going straight to the... Oh, I don't even see where he asked. All right, OPR. Thanks, man. I appreciate you. Oh, it's way up there. I'm so sorry. Yeah, no, this is that private world, bud. So sorry I missed that. So I'm guessing, yeah, that up here is where the fortress is, I'm guessing. We're just gonna go find out. He's not gonna care about me. Okay. There's definitely a ghast out there. Wait, what? No, bro, I'm wearing gold. Don't you come at me. Why did he come at me? I'm wearing gold. Where? So, okay. This is fine. See? Easy peasy lemon squeezy. Let's see if this is where this is at. Yes, this is definitely where the fortress is. Definitely. Alrighty, man. Yeah, definitely every morning at 8 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, I'm here. And maybe later tonight with another game, you know? Can I finally get a wither skelly skull? No. Dude, I cannot get one of those to save my life. It's crazy. Alright, so. Whoa. Yeah, we know that. This is going to take us all the way down to the main tunnel. Wait a second. I don't know what I saw. Maybe part of my rainbow XP bar. Alright, we got 61 of these guys left, of the slabs. So we're just going to go a little bit past this. Hey, look at that. Nothing. Okay, we got it. Yeah, let's just go a little bit past it for now. And then this tunnel doesn't really need to be 3 wide. It can just be 1 wide. Oh, yes, hello. It was bound to have friends close by somewhere, yeah. If we stay crouched, we won't fall into lava if it opens up at our feet. Phone's connected to the car. Oh, right on. Yeah, that happens to me all the time, actually. I'm like, no, I don't want my phone to connect right now. No! Or like disconnecting from it when I get home and I go to turn my car off. My car, the radio stays active for like 60 seconds after you turn the car off. And so like, so I have to unplug. It's an older car, so it doesn't have built-in Bluetooth. And so I have to use a plug-in thing, Bluetooth deal. And so like I have to unplug that from the socket to disconnect the Bluetooth. Or else it just stays connected to the car and whatever is playing in the car as I'm walking away from it. It's ridiculous. Oh. I can reach it now, can't I? Hey! Hey! Everything's fine. Yeah, either way, I have to fiddle with something, right? So it's either open up my phone and turn Bluetooth off or unplug that thing. I kind of, I felt like unplugging the Bluetooth was the lesser of the two evils. Oh, two more. I was close on my guess. Yeah, that's it. So now, you just have to be careful not to smack into the wall. If you want to fly down that, you just got to get good. That's all there is to it. Taking kids to classes? Alrighty. We'll catch you in a bit. Oh, just in time for the sunset. Heck yeah. I can't wait to turn vibrant visuals on in this world. That's going to be fun. I don't know when it's going to come to vanilla, though. Like, I really feel like they're going to get a lot of feedback. I think they're going to get a lot of feedback. I think they are. And I think that it's going to cause them to keep it in experimental for a long time. Maybe not quite a whole year. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. Because it's good, but it needs work. There's things that need work. I gotta stretch, you guys. I need to get on my bike is what I need to do. I need to get on my bike. But with my shoulder feeling janky like it has been lately, I'm kind of scared to almost, you know? Yeah. Bum 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 bum. Should we start a third one, do you think? Yeah, probably, because we'll probably end up with that much. Okay. And hey, look. Oh, look, y'all. We can make our first one. No, why did I open that chest? Jiminy. It's this one. There it is. The world's first netherite ingot. On day 2,340. Love it. I love it. Like a little trophy case around the bed, right? I don't know how I would be able to put on armor stands and mini blocks and keep it hardcore. I don't know. we could actually make it like a bookshelf and like put the items in there. That'd be cool. We save that for the SMP. We save that for the SMP. We stay vanilla here. We stay vanilla. You know, we gotta have tunes. We gotta have tunes. We have custom music that was put together by my SMP. We kind of, you know, we changed a lot of the discs. Some of the discs are still, you know, like Pigstep. Pigstep is a banger. That disc remains unchanged, but like most of the other discs are kind of pretty terrible, right? So we put custom music on them. This is my favorite. Oh, I gotta make sure this isn't the school. Hold on. No, it doesn't look like it. Cool. All right. Sweet. Not the school. It's always a plus. Let's put that up. And we'll put that. Flag. Okay. I think we should do some more of that nether tunnel. Do you think we should get to the fortress and like get rid of the head knocker staircase? Make it take some stairs in there and actually, you know, do it right. I think that's what we'll do. We'll go all the way to the fortress. We'll get all the way to the fortress. That's what we'll do. So we're gonna need just because we're going to need a bunch in the long run anyway. We'll do that. And we'll do that. So that should be enough to get us all the way to the fortress. Yeah, that's good. Nope. Now the trouble is going to be knowing which way to go. I guess you can see the end of this tunnel. For now, anyway. For now. Alright, let's get us to the fortress, shall we? Getting it done. This is what we're gonna do. Quit hitting it twice, Chef. Quit it. See, I did it again, right? So this is actually kind of dangerous, to be honest with you, because when lava comes out, it's gonna keep going, isn't it? So like we have to kind of have our wits about us and place a block in there, and then we kind of have to go around and work our way up. It's, you know, but we can do it. Just gotta keep your wits about you. Quit doing that, Chef. What are you doing, buddy? Oh, y'all, I've had a whole chicken in a brine since yesterday afternoon, and I'm gonna put it in the crock pot here, and like as soon as I end the stream, and it's gonna be ready just in time for dinner, and it's gonna be good. It smells so good in my house yesterday when I was cooking that brine. Oh, I hear an angry blaze. Where? He sounds like he's right there. Holy cow. Hey guys. One of y'all want to give me a head? Still nothing. Hey, no. Hey. Hey. Yeah. Come at me. Come at me, bro. Call your buddies. Oh, he got me. He got me. Uh-oh. But no skulls. No wither skelly skulls. Still. Dang it, Bobby. What am I working on? I was working on a tunnel to get us to the fortress. So we're starting our Nether infrastructure, and so we've had this little fortress here for a while now, and we finally made a centralized portal in our overworld. And so what I've been doing is just kind of getting these two areas linked up and starting our infrastructure for the Nether. And so yeah, and getting this, it's all spawn proof. I'll show you here in a second. Whoops, it's fine. And so it's tall enough that you can fly in it. And then it's, this is a centrally located portal right here. It's not 0-0, but it's right in the middle of the plaza. So if we come out of here, you'll see where it's at in the base area. Oh, it's Elvis from TikTok. Sweet, dude. Sweet. No. That's what I wanted to do. And so, yeah, man. So that's the main portal there for the base area. And we want to have a nice, like a nice, you know, nether travel system. Not as crazy fancy as it is in Rocketcraft. It doesn't need to be. But definitely we want it to where you can fly. And it's gonna, you know, it's gonna take you places, right? That's the whole idea behind a nether hub, right? I think I almost got enough nether wart from a roof. Oh, to do, yeah, because you're doing the red nether brick, yeah. Ooh. I just got that lower back to pop and it felt great. Sweet. Is the coffee done? Yeah, the coffee's done for the day. What a bummer. What a bummer. Oh, goodness. That needs to go in there too. This needs to go over here. 14 bones from that? Jeez. Yeah, man. SG553, this is a hardcore survival Bedrock world. Yep. And it's pretty much solo. I do all of the, pretty much everything, honestly. So I have done all of the building thus far, except for a house that's at the end of that path. But I bring in, like, every now and again, if like people from the SMP want to come in and try their hand at hardcore Minecraft, I'll bring them in here and they'll do so. Only one person has survived it, so other than myself and one other. Time to make the donuts? Heck yeah, I love donuts. I love donuts. My favorite is definitely like a maple glazed Long John. Anything maple glazed, but specifically a Long John that's cream filled and maple glazed. But I have Krispy Kreme in my region. If you have a Krispy Kreme store near you and you can get hot out of the, like fresh out of the fryer and freshly glazed hot original glazed donuts from a Krispy Kreme while they're still, oh my god. Oh my god. That is peak donut. That's peak donut if you ask me. But it's got to be, it's just, the hot light's got to be on. They've got to be stupid fresh, right out of the grease, robed in glaze right as they're putting it in a box and giving it to you. Like, that's peak donut. It just melts. Yes, it does melt. It absolutely, you put that donut in your mouth and it melts. It disintegrates. It's crazy. Yeah, jelly-filled glazed donuts. Yep. Those are definitely good. Those are definitely good. I like the Bavarian cream filled anything. I love Bavarian cream in my donuts. But actually not in a maple glazed donut. if they don't have maple glazed and I have to get something else, I'll get Bavarian cream filled. But I don't think Bavarian cream tastes good with maple glaze. I don't know. It's just a me thing. I just like the regular cream filling with maple glaze. I'm a weird foodie though. Leave me alone. I'm a weird foodie. I can't help it. You know, I've eaten so many different kinds of food. It's crazy. My ex-wife used to make this beet salad. I think potato salad, macaroni salad. But it was beets, potatoes, carrots, and gherkin pickles. Chopped up. The pickles are chopped up into smaller cubes, but the beets and potatoes and carrots are all chopped up into cubes. I don't know. Half an inch, 3/4 of an inch, like a decent sized cube. So it's beets, potatoes, carrots, all roasted and cubed, and then sweet gherkin pickles diced up finely, and then it's just mixed with some seasonings and some oil. Oh my God, it's a bang! Oh God, it's so good. That's a banger. You gotta like beets though. You gotta like beets. But if you do, I promise you that one is a winner. Winner, winner, chicken dinner. Apple fritters, yeah, those are good. Man, y'all making me hungry. I don't have any leftovers. I gotta eat a peanut butter sandwich for lunch today. I'm not so big on jelly. Am I weird for that? Neither's my kid. My kid doesn't like it either. Like, I've tried to give it to him. Like, I bought jelly specifically so that he wouldn't feel weird not having jelly, right? Not like PB&J, right? Like all his friends are gonna have had PB&J, right? And so I, like, in the interest of him not feeling weird or left out, I bought jelly specifically. He's like, I don't like that. Can I just have the peanut butter? I don't really care for that. I don't really like the jelly. Sometimes I like jelly on my biscuit. If it's a really dry biscuit, like if I'm at a place and they have really dry biscuits, I'll put jelly, butter and jelly on it. In that situation, Lost Souls, that salad, that, like, the beets are so earthy and the potatoes and carrots as well. Like, you need that gherkin, that sweet gherkin pickle. You need that gherkin chopped up. And she said you can't use relish. You can't use relish. You have to buy gherkin pickles, pull them out of the jar, and chop them up finely. You can't do it you can't cheat that way. That one. That would probably taste bad. If you tried to use like a sweet relish or something like that, that would probably not taste good. Ooh, apricot jam sounds fire, Mel. But yeah, no, it's a perfect hit in that salad, that gherkin pickle chopped up. I promise you, it's perfect. Because you got to think, you have to parboil the potatoes and the beets, and then the carrots, and then you chop up the beets, and then they roast in the oven with seasonings, and you know they're oven roasted, and so they come out and they've got a lot of, like, really rich and deep flavor to them, and so that sweet acidic pickle, it's needed. I promise, it's perfect. It's so good. And so, like, I'm trying to think of what she would do with the beet greens when she made that, because when she made borscht, the soup, the beet greens go in it. What did we do with the greens when she made the salad? I don't remember. Hey, Danielle. Welcome in. Good to see you. Good to see you. Trying to... It's still telling me that there's one person on the Tubes of You, Lost Souls. There's one person. It's weird, no more tippy tappies. Yeah, I mean... You get channel points, though, you know, you do that, and then you can buy tomatoes and throw them at me and stuff. And you can, on the Tubes of You, because I'm also on YouTube, says 19, had to refresh. I'm trying to refresh, but let me just leave and come back then and see what it does. Oh, okay. Whoa, it says 29 now. Welcome in, everybody. Oh, I didn't turn my sound back up. Let's do that mid-flight. We'll be dangerous. We'll live dangerously. And close out Minecraft from my screen, my field of vision, while I'm mid-air. It's all good. And 6 on Twitch? Heck yeah. Let's go. Whoop. Currently building out this just solo kind of hardcore survival in Bedrock, and doing a Mayan civilization as my theme. There's a lot already done, but there is a whole lot still left to do. I am not in a hurry. I don't like to play Minecraft in a hurry, especially not hardcore Minecraft. I think it's key to success. Even though this is my first hardcore world, if we're being honest, this is my first official hardcore world. I practiced on my SMP during season 2, season 3. So October 1st, 2023, a year and a half ago, we started season 3 of the Rocketcraft SMP, and I started it with a secret mission in my head to train myself for hardcore Minecraft. And so I said, I'm just going to see, because we're on hard difficulty on that SMP, and we don't have any mods that make us stronger or tougher or anything, or faster or anything like that. And so I challenged myself to see how long can I survive, you know, how long can I live? And it was a pretty successful. I now hold the record in Rocketcraft for sure, as to, you know, who has survived the longest, you know, until their first death. And I was basically training myself for this project right here that I knew that I was going to be starting. I just didn't know exactly when or anything like that, but I knew that it was going to happen. And so, yeah, so far, you know, I'm sticking to my guns. I'm not in a hurry. I can't be bought, begged, pleaded with, or you know, otherwise bullied into doing something that could cost me this world. I want to build out this city, and when I do, then we might start playing around and getting a little, you know, goofy. But I have plans that I want to see completed, and so I want to see if I can complete those plans. Then maybe I'll go get Netherite, but it's useless to me, you know, and just other things, you know, just other things Well, I've already gone and done the ancient city. We pacified an ancient city and explored it and got all the stuff from there. I made the most useless item in hardcore Minecraft. You guys, do you guys, anybody, can anybody guess? Any new people? If you want to guess what the most useless item in hardcore Minecraft is? Can you guess? It's something that you get from an ancient city. That's your hint. That's your hint. It's something that is attained only by going to an ancient city. Can you craft this item that is the most useless item in hardcore Minecraft? Bueller? Bueller? Anyone? Bueller? The recovery compass. If you're unfamiliar with a recovery compass, it's a compass that points to the site of your last death. That's all it does. It points to the location of your last death. It takes you there. It takes you to your stuff. But you don't get to do that in hardcore Minecraft now, do you? You just don't get to do that. So therefore, most useless item in hardcore Minecraft. We light this one up? We lit this one up, didn't we? Yeah, we sure did. About these. Yes. Yes. It's a big hole right here. Y'all hear the garbage trucks outside? Ever watched or seen Gravity Falls? Gravity Falls? Is that a show? Like a television show, or what is that? It sounds oddly oh, why did that hurt? That shouldn't have hurt. It sounds oddly familiar. It's a Disney show? Yeah. Definitely would be maybe why it's like ringing a bell, but definitely would not have watched. Not much into Disney stuff. What? What? Bum ba bum ba bum. Bum ba bum ba bum. Bum bum bum. What? Did I dig out it? Is this where I dug? I think I was down in the bottom of the world somewhere, or somebody was, and they must have dug straight up here. Because there's no way that's natural generation right there. There's no way. Yeah, no way. That was somebody digging their way out, for sure. Still no skeleton horse. I was hoping that's what that was. For a second there, it flashed like it was a white something. Oh, let me land so I can catch up on this chat. Thinking of building the mystery shack. Huh. Huh. No, never. I'm not familiar with it. Did we get you in the Discord, Elvis? Elvis, did we get you in the Discord, man? Post a picture of the Mystery Shack in the Subs Only Photos channel. You in that VIP spot, yo? Thanks, British Beans. Are they Heinz? Or are they, what is it? No, Branstons? Branston? Is that the other brand of British Beans? Heinz and Branston? Is that the other big one? Branston? Branston? Oh, man. What is it? I'm trying not to use Google here. I think it's Branston, isn't it? Isn't that the other big brand of British Beans? Mr. Coolbro7, hello. How's it going? You're back home making coffee and then starting my tree? Ooh. Maybe we'll be nosy. Maybe we'll do a second Minecraft stream today later. Ooh. And we'll come look at that tree. We'll see how see how you're getting along. Or do you want to say no spoilers? No spoilers? You tell us, Mel. You're building the tree. It's my base, but it's your build. Thanks, cool bro. I appreciate you, man. I love building. I'm a history nerd, and I love building. I love bringing real life into Minecraft, and kind of mixing real life with Minecraft. So, the SMP that I play on Monday, Tuesdays, and Thursdays, it's called Rocketcraft, and in that world, what I do is I recreate ancient structures at usually a 1-to-1 scale, because Minecraft is a kind of a real life scaled game. And so I choose a period of history and I focus on that, right? So in the Rocketcraft SMP, I'm focusing on Hellenistic Egypt, which is the Greek-ruled portion of Egypt's history. So when there were Greek pharaohs at play. And so Alexander the Great founded the city of Alexandria, and that's the name of my base, is Alexandria. And then, after Alexander died, he didn't have an heir, and a guy called Ptolemy I took over the reign, and his dynasty lasted all the way through Cleopatra. It was like 700 years or something. It was crazy. And so, I have a lot of Egyptian, Greek style builds in that base area, all real buildings from ancient history. This world, I've chosen a Mayan civilization. It's kind of a blend of Mayan, Aztec, Incan. It's Central and South American. I'm doing a much more kind of broad theme because I'm not being exact with everything. I'm just kind of freehanding all of this. I'm not doing scaled buildings or anything like that, although I may at some point. There may be a 1-to-1 homage somewhere in this world that gets built, a real building that's on the ground that still exists today. But yeah. You were worried it won't be good enough? You hush that. You saw what I put there. Oh, Elvis, Discord's great, dude. Discord is great. It's really like... I find it easy to use because you can just swipe back and forth, once you go into a channel and you're done, you just with your thumb you can just swipe back over to the rest of the channels and find which one's lit up. That means that there's a new post in that channel. But yeah, I appreciate it, cool bro. I've been I like learning. I've been learning since I was a kid. I'm an older guy, as you can maybe tell from the gray beard. But I grew up with encyclopedias. I grew up before computers. And my family always had encyclopedias. And I used to love just sitting in the hallway. I would sit in the hallway where the bookshelf was. with the encyclopedias, and I just pick one at random because they're alphabetical. It's a whole series of books. It's like 20, 25, 30 books. And I just kind of flip through it and just read stuff that I saw that was neat. And I love learning stuff, and I love history. And I studied geology in college. That's what but then I didn't use any geology in my career. I had a 25-year 25-year career in restaurants. Yeah, down towards the bottom, right above the voice chat, Elvis, you'll see subs only chat and subs only photos. And those are the only two channels that you'll be able to post in. It's the only two channels that need to be posted in. Like everything else is just kind of stream stuff, you know, hey, when we're going to be streaming, hey, here's some resources, just, you know, go to like knowledge bank type stuff. But that's where we chat and hang out and talk and whatnot. I'm sure one of them can tag you right now in the channel and just say, hey, right here, here. But I like Discord, and Discord's voice channels, that's some of the best audio quality that you'll ever get on it, like for just an audio call between your friends. If you're gaming and you have the option to just like turn off the in-game chat and use Discord for your chats instead, do it, because it's so much better. It's so much better. And you just create a group call. That's all you got to do. It's super easy. Just like you make a DM with all the people that you want in the call, and then start an audio call. Any of you can share your screen to the call as well, and you can like say, hey, look at my screen, this is what I'm talking about. And then they can go and look at your screen and see what you're talking about, and then be done with it. It's super cool. All right, Mr. Coolbro, I got to end real soon anyway. I got to go be a dad. I got to pick my kiddo up from school, and I got chores to do before that. And so, yeah. But thank you so much for hanging out. I'll be live again later today, either playing Fortnite or Repo, or maybe even Minecraft again later. And then tomorrow morning, definitely with Minecraft. Minecraft every morning. My morning. It's 11 a.m. now for me. I've been live for 3 hours. Yeah, I'm sure if the stream ends and nobody's pinged you yet, I will. Your name is Elvis in there, isn't it? I think. We got a lot to build, y'all. Okay. We got a ton to build. Well, then, let me just see here. No, I don't see Elvis either. Hold on. It's got to have some symbols or something, I bet. No? Why am I not seeing him? Elvis, are you sure you're in there? Whoa, there's a whole lot going on in the... Oof. It doesn't look too bad on my screen. It looks like the TikTok screen on mine. Lost Souls. I've got my phone monitoring YouTube, my other phone here. It looks just like the TikTok screen did. Maybe... Really? Really? You should have a ping in the chat channel, and then right below that is the photos. Oh goodness, that's so funny. Oh, I just didn't read enough. I thought I saw what I... Yeah, okay. I'll look at that. I'll look closer at that. Did y'all see him down here? He sells blue ice for 6 emeralds. That's pretty cool. Saf the player, hello, hello. How's it going? It's all good. It's all good, Elvis. No worries. Been getting more creative with names. Oh my goodness, y'all. So it kind of sounds Appalachian. It sounds like an Appalachian bluegrass band name, the Floppy Fiddlers. You know? Oh, this is a good view of that pathway. I haven't looked at this pathway from up here. Doing good? Excellent. That's got really good shape to it, y'all. Heck yeah. Did good on that one, I think. That's a good one. That's the only portion right there that's exactly straight, and it's just kind of, it makes sense that it is because if it's in kind of a terraced, kind of a steeper part of the... That would be a great band name. It would be, wouldn't it? For like a bluegrass band, especially. It might be time to start planting some trees to help maybe inspire me a little bit. Y'all remember I talked about right here in this view that you see the snow on the left. I'm backwards, sorry. You see the snow-capped mountains on the left, and then how it starts to drape down into this valley. So what, I talked about doing like some spruce up at the top, but not a lot. Not a lot of spruce. And then bringing in some jungle down a little bit lower. And so it's just kind of like you're getting this kind of this gradual pull down to kind of bring, to bring more realism to it. It might be time for that. I don't know how many spruce saplings I have. I reckon that Ace has a boatload of them, though. I reckon that Ace has a boatload. Yeah, because I don't have that much. Bum, 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 bum. Bum, bum, bum. Aha. Yeah, we'll just take this and make it as needed. We'll make it a stack at a time. Middle of the day. But, man, you know what? We're going to save this for Friday. Friday, we're going to start draping trees. I need to get going and get to dadding. I've got to get this chicken in the crock pot, y'all. Get the chicken. Hey, and there's that Bluegrass Band's first song, Elvis. Chicken in the crock pot. Chicken in the crock pot by the Floppy Fiddlers. That's a worldwide hit right there. Chicken in the crock pot. A real small chicken should only take about 5 hours on low. I'm thinking 5 to 6, maybe. Like, it'll be done in 5-6 hours on high. Don't you think, Lost Souls? It's a small chicken. It's not a big one. Just your standard roaster sized chicken, you know? That should be definitely ready by 6. If I get it in the next 30 minutes, which I intend to, it'd be dinner time definitely by 6 o'clock. I think it would be. I think it would be. But I do need to... How long again? Well, so it's 11:30 now. If dinner's at 6, I mean, I've got a full 6 hours in the crock pot if I need it to be. But we'll eat as soon as as soon as I think it's ready. Sometimes we get hungry at 5:30, sometimes it's 6, sometimes it's 6:30, sometimes it's later. But it averages around 6 o'clock is when we're hungry and have dinner. I should have plenty of time. Yeah. Sweet. All right, guys, thank y'all so much for hanging out. This was my first Minecraft stream on YouTube today, and it was amazing. We had lots of people stop in and lots of people saying hi, and wow, this is just awesome. What a great freaking day. I hope that all you guys have a wonderful day as well. I'll be back later, most likely. Remember, dad life, it leads the path. It chooses the path that we go down every day from day to day. Always bump the temp up if needed. Yeah, there you go. Because I would prefer to cook it on low. Well, and I said high, didn't I? 6 hours on low should be fine. And I'll just temp it with an hour to go and then put it up to high if I need it to or something. We'll see. All right, listen, I gotta go. I got lots of stuff to get done. Guys, thank you so much for hanging out. I will be back later on. Turn those notifications on, and catch you later. Join the Discord. Yeah. I did say low. Okay, yeah. That's I would prefer to cook it on low. The bottom usually gets kind of too overdone if you cook it on high. Anything that's on the bottom. But anyway, guys, love your faces. I will see you on the next one. But until then, bye.